You're about to be surprised by what I'm going to reveal. And if you're seeing this right now, it's no coincidence. You've been guided here because there's a prophecy that involves you, and a fierce protector is guiding you to your destiny. As a chosen one, your life has been marked by moments that seem beyond explanation. Little everyday hints that suggest a greater plan is in motion. Before we dive into the why and how, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment with 77 to send a powerful signal to the universe. Watch this on repeat to magnify its energy. If you're truly chosen, you'll stay until the very end. If you're not, you'll likely click away. Chapter 1. The Whisper of Prophecy. From the time you were young, you might have sensed a subtle murmur in the depths of your soul, a whisper that said your story was anything but ordinary. While your friends were content with the usual routines, you found yourself daydreaming about epic quests, heroic deeds, or world-changing events. Maybe you brushed off these thoughts, telling yourself they were just fantasies. Yet the undercurrent of longing never faded. It lingered in your mind, a steady background hum reminding you that something grand was waiting. Prophecies often start this way, as faint rumors in your spirit long before any external proof emerges. You might have read about chosen heroes in mythology, folklore, or even modern movies and felt an odd kinship with their struggles. As if on cue, life presented you with small but meaningful experiences, strange coincidences, vivid dreams, or timely encounters that felt choreographed by an unseen hand. Each clue nudged you toward a realization. There's a script bigger than your immediate surroundings, and you have a role in it. Friends and family sometimes picked up on your differences too. They might have praised your unusual maturity or teased you for your intense imagination. Certain relationships felt easy and supportive, while others became rife with tension, as though the people around you couldn't handle your internal sense of purpose. More than once you might have asked, "Why can't I just blend in?" But each attempt to dim your light led to an even stronger pull toward your mysterious destiny. It's like trying to stifle a flame that only burns brighter in the darkness. When you finally embrace the possibility that you're meant for more, you notice life took on a different dimension. Suddenly, ordinary situations felt like hidden training exercises. A difficult job might have honed your resilience, while a broken relationship might have awakened deeper empathy. Unbeknownst to you, these trials were part of the prophecy's blueprint, a series of tests preparing you for the role you were always meant to fulfill. It's no accident that whenever you reached a breaking point, a subtle sign or a seemingly random person would appear to lift you up. Your life was weaving itself into a tapestry of meaning, each thread leading closer to the revelation of who you truly are. This prophecy isn't just some ancient text or mystical concept left to gather dust. It's a living, breathing force speaking through your everyday life. The universe communicates in hushed tones, trusting your intuition to pick up on the message. Once you start listening with your heart, you realize these random events form a coherent language, one that says you're part of something extraordinary. That sense of belonging to a higher plan might terrify you, but it also exhilarates you. After all, if the prophecy is real, then so is your potential to reshape not just your future, but the future of others around you. You might be thinking, but I'm not special. I've just stumbled through life. That's the irony. The chosen often feel the least qualified. Yet the prophecy never demands perfection. It calls for those with hearts open enough to say yes to the unknown. And as you tiptoe into this uncharted territory, you'll discover a fierce protector, an energy or entity that's been tasked with safeguarding your path. Whether you recognize it yet or not, this guardian is already at work, orchestrating circumstances and aligning opportunities so you can step fully into your destiny. Chapter 2. Encountering the Fierce Protector. Behind every legendary hero or chosen individual, there's often a guardian figure, a mentor, spirit guide, or loyal companion who appears at the exact moment they're needed. You might have encountered yours. In unexpected ways, perhaps it was a new friend who seemed to get you instantly, or a mentor whose insights felt eerily tailored to your life. It could even be an animal that repeatedly shows up, acting as a totem of protection and guidance. Whoever or whatever it is, this presence carries an unmistakable air of guardianship, a fierce protector committed to ushering you toward your calling. Sometimes this fierce protector is a physical person, an elder who senses your potential and invests in your growth, a coach who pushes you beyond your limits, or a colleague who stands up for you when no one else does. In other scenarios, the guardian takes on a more ethereal form, manifesting through dreams or meditative visions. You might see a recurring symbol, hear a particular phrase whenever you're on the verge of giving up, or feel a warm sensation on your shoulders as though a hand were resting gently but firmly, saying, "I'm here." What sets this protector apart is the feeling of safety and resolve they inspire. Even if they challenge you, sometimes fiercely, they do so with your best interests at heart. Their presence might annoy you at times, especially when you'd rather not confront your fears or limitations. But deep down, you know their pushes are exactly what you need. Left to your own devices, you might stall your growth out of caution. The protector won't allow that. They see your potential, your role in the prophecy, and they take it upon themselves to ensure you rise to the occasion. In your day-to-day life, this guardian energy can surface when you least expect it. During a tough conversation, a moment of self-doubt, or a near-miss accident that jolts you awake. Maybe your car breaks down and someone appears out of nowhere to help. Perhaps you find the perfect resource or book at the exact moment you needed clarity. These aren't mere coincidences. They're orchestrated acts of protection, guiding you toward your destiny. Sometimes we associate protection with shielding from harm, but real guardianship also means propelling you forward when your own inertia holds you back. It's important to note that the fierce protector doesn't always come as a gentle caretaker. In some cases, they might be blunt, even harsh. Their role isn't necessarily to coddle you, but to strengthen you. Think of them like a drill sergeant with a heart of gold, or an older sibling who teases you endlessly, yet defends you fiercely. The universe often uses tough love when gentler methods fail to ignite your potential. If you find yourself facing someone who pushes your buttons, yet unwaveringly supports your aspirations, you might be in the presence of your fierce protector, someone or something that sees beyond your immediate struggles to the grand narrative you're destined to fulfill. Over time, you'll learn to work in harmony with this guardian force. You'll anticipate its signals, a flash of insight, a gut feeling, or a synchronicity that tugs you in a specific direction. You might even cultivate a personal ritual like a quick prayer, meditation, or simply a silent acknowledgement of gratitude each time you feel that guiding presence. After all, forging your destiny is a collaborative process. You bring your willingness and unique gifts, while your fierce protector ensures you never stray too far from the path you're meant to walk. Chapter 3. When Everyday Struggles Foreshadow Greatness. In the fabric of everyday life, it's easy to dismiss our struggles as mere inconveniences. We lose our keys when we're already late, fight with a loved one over a misunderstanding, or watch an expected opportunity slip through our fingers at the last second. For the chosen ones, though, these minor upheavals often carry deeper significance. They act as subtle training sessions, strengthening traits like patience, resilience, and intuition, traits you need once the prophecy you're living out demands your fullest self. Imagine waking up one day to a string of small misfortunes. Your alarm fails, traffic is horrible, and you spill coffee on your shirt right before an important meeting. It's tempting to label the day as cursed or ruined. But what if these roadblocks are forcing you to adapt quickly, think creatively, and let go of frustration? Down the line, when you're faced with a life-changing decision or a high-stakes crisis, these mundane annoyances may have primed you to stay calm under pressure. In relationships, too, the friction you experience can be a prelude to growth. You might find yourself in recurring arguments with someone close, each disagreement inching you toward a profound breakthrough, perhaps about boundaries, empathy, or communication. Through these daily tensions, you discover how to stand your ground without burning bridges, a skill that will serve you in bigger arenas where you'll need to negotiate, share, or advocate for yourself on a grander scale. It's as though every minor conflict is a microcosm of the major battles you'll eventually face and conquer. Your fierce protector also works behind the scenes to ensure these everyday struggles don't derail you completely. Think of it like bumpers in a bowling alley, gently redirecting your ball so it doesn't veer off into the gutter. You might lose a job only to find a new opportunity waiting, or face a heartbreak that leads you to reevaluate your core values. Although it feels painful in the moment, these shifts keep you aligned with your higher purpose. If your life's minor issues were never resolved or redirected, you'd risk drifting aimlessly, missing the pivotal role you're meant to play. Another key aspect is the perspective you adopt. As you realize that even trivial mishaps can serve a larger narrative, your outlook transforms. Problems become puzzles, arguments become lessons, and rejections become redirections. You start spotting patterns. Maybe you notice you always encounter a specific problem right before achieving a significant win. Recognizing this pattern can lessen its emotional sting. Instead of feeling cursed, you'll start telling yourself, oh, this is just the universe's way of polishing me for the next chapter. This shift in perspective is vital. When you see each hurdle as an essential stepping stone, you move through life with an undercurrent of confidence, knowing you're steadily being shaped into the vessel required to fulfill the prophecy. The everyday annoyances become less infuriating because you understand they have a purpose: to refine you, sharpen you, and prepare you for the moment when your destiny calls. And when that call arrives, you'll step into it not as a weary traveler battered by life, but as a seasoned warrior, tempered by countless small battles that readied you for the grand stage ahead. Chapter 4. The Whisper of Legends in Your Dreams. Dreams have always fascinated humanity, but for chosen ones, they can serve as gateways to hidden truths and cosmic instructions. You might find your nights filled with vivid imagery, symbols, or even direct messages that spark revelations upon waking. While some dreams might seem random, pay attention to recurring themes: ancient symbols, guiding voices, or glimpses of a path you've never walked in waking life. Often these nocturnal scenes contain fragments of your prophecy, urging you to step into your role with clarity and resolve. Your fierce protector can make appearances in these dreams as well. Perhaps you see a towering figure clad in armor, a luminous animal acting as a sentinel, or a faceless guide who speaks words of encouragement you barely remember by morning. These dream encounters aren't mere figments of your imagination. They're orchestrations of the higher realms connecting with your subconscious. In the dream world, your rational defenses are lowered, making it easier to absorb spiritual truths that might feel too daunting in your everyday consciousness. Of course, not every dream is a cosmic download. Some are simply mental housekeeping. Still, your intuition can often tell the difference between a routine dream and one that resonates with deeper significance. The latter leaves you feeling unsettled, inspired, or both. You awaken with a sense of urgency or awe, like you just returned from another dimension. Journaling right after waking can be invaluable. Even quick bullet points capturing what you saw and felt can later reveal patterns or direct messages that become clearer over time. These dream-based messages might nudge you to explore certain actions in your waking life. Maybe you dream about a library repeatedly, prompting you to research a particular subject, or you see a foreign city that triggers your desire to travel, leading to an encounter or opportunity that sets you on a new course. Following these leads can accelerate your alignment with your destiny. Think of dreams as postcards from your higher self, or even from the realm where your protector dwells, a realm that sees your timeline from a vantage point beyond space and time. However, some dreams may confront you with shadows, unresolved fears or traumas you thought you left behind. While uncomfortable, these experiences serve a purging purpose. They bring to light what needs healing, ensuring that old wounds don't sabotage your future. Encountering a nightmare can actually be a blessing, as it forces you to acknowledge and integrate the parts of yourself that remain in the dark. In doing so, you free up energy that can be redirected toward manifesting the prophecy, unburdened by past pain. Embracing this dream work isn't about becoming obsessed with every detail. It's about staying open to insights that resonate deeply. Meditation or a short ritual before bed can help you attune to these messages, setting the intention to receive and remember anything meant for your growth. You can even keep a crystal or a symbolic object nearby to amplify your dream recall. As you cultivate this practice, you'll notice a deeper sense of guidance in your life, as though the universe is leaving breadcrumbs for you to follow. each one leading you closer to fulfilling the ancient promise you carry. Within Chapter 5, Calling on the Protector. In times of trial, life can unleash sudden challenges, financial upheavals, health crises, or emotional storms that shake you to the core. For chosen ones, these trials can feel magnified, as if your soul is being put to the test. In such moments, it's vital to remember you're not alone. The fierce protector guiding you through subtle signs can intervene more directly when you call upon it. Whether you see this guardian as an angelic presence, a spirit guide, or a cosmic force, acknowledging its support can instantly shift despair into resolve. Invoking your protector doesn't require elaborate rituals. A simple plea in quiet solitude, "I need help, please show me the way," can be enough. Sometimes you'll see an immediate response, an unexpected phone call, a bolt of clarity, or the removal of a stubborn obstacle. Other times, deliverance arrives more subtly over the coming days, woven into synchronicities or new connections. The key is to stay receptive and trust that assistance appears in the form best suited to your higher path. Still, you must meet this guardian halfway. The protector can open doors, but it cannot walk through them for you. If an unexpected career opportunity appears after you've prayed for direction, it's on you to apply and show up. If you realize a relationship is training you, you must find the courage to set boundaries or leave. The guardian's role is to highlight possibilities and inspire. The final action rests in your hands. Calling on the protector isn't a shortcut around hard work or reflection. It's like having an expert mentor who provides insights and encouragement, but you still have to do the lifting. Occasionally, the guardian's help arrives as tough love, intensifying a challenge so you're forced to transcend it. It might feel unfair in the moment, but these are often the turning points that unlock your greatest reserves of strength. Over time, you'll develop a personal language with this unseen ally, perhaps a tingling sensation, a recurring symbol, or a sudden infusion of calm, as a relationship that evolves as you do, deepening with every trial that prompts you to seek help. By consciously inviting this protective force into your struggles, you cultivate a steady awareness that you're divinely supported. And with each test you endure, your faith in the prophecy guiding your steps grows stronger, enabling you to face future challenges with steadfast conviction. Chapter 6. Breaking Free from the Limits of the Ordinary. One of the biggest obstacles to fulfilling your prophecy is the gravitational pull of the ordinary world. Everyday routines and limiting beliefs can lull you into complacency. It's all too easy to settle, do what's expected, and pursue only what seems safe. Yet the prophecy woven into your soul urges you to transcend these boundaries, to embody your destiny. You must question the limits most people accept without a second thought. This might mean leaving a stable job to follow a calling that lights you up inside, even if others call it reckless. Or perhaps you speak a truth that contradicts the crowd or explores spiritual paths that mainstream society dismisses. The goal isn't rebellion for its own sake. It's about honoring the deeper guidance that tells you you're here to shape, not merely fit into, the world. Your fierce protector often intervenes at moments of hesitation. You might face an unexpected layoff or an abrupt breakup that initially feels devastating, but ultimately liberates you from stagnation. These shocks can be blessings in disguise, proving the universe won't allow you to settle for less than your destiny. They're like being tossed into deep waters. Once you start paddling, you discover untapped reserves of strength. Socially breaking free from the ordinary calls for courage. Friends, family, or society at large may question your choices. You might feel isolated, as if you're speaking a foreign language. That's where a supportive community of kindred spirits becomes essential. Even one ally can provide the encouragement you need to keep going, despite widespread skepticism. You also notice that external limitations mirror internal ones, as you unshackle yourself from the societal norms. You realize you've been harboring restrictive beliefs, not worthy and too old blur. It's too late. Each time you confront these thoughts with action, you expand your sense of what's possible, inspiring others to question their own boundaries. Ultimately, transcending the ordinary doesn't require fleeing everyday life or becoming a mountaintop guru. It's about weaving extraordinary principles into daily routines, balancing the practical need to pay bills with a soul-level calling to fulfill a cosmic script. This blend of the mundane and the miraculous is where true power lies. By pushing beyond narrow definitions of normal, you become a conduit for your prophecy, showing that the extraordinary can coexist with the everyday. In doing so, you stand as living proof that your fierce protector is real, your destiny is valid, and the world can indeed hold space for the miraculous. Chapter 7. Fulfilling the Prophecy and Stepping into Your Destiny. After countless synchronicities, guided dreams, and timely interventions from your fierce protector, the prophecy within you finally blossoms. It doesn't erupt in a grand spectacle. The transformation feels both subtle and profound. Tasks that once seemed strange now unfold effortlessly. Relationships with deeper meaning find you, and you stand at a junction where possibility and purpose converge. Fulfilling the prophecy isn't a single dramatic event, but a progression of personal evolutions. You might launch a community project with unexpected impact, or embrace a leadership role that reveals hidden strength. On a deeper level, a palpable peace settles over you as every challenge and setback becomes part of a larger mosaic. Even your heartbreaks and failures take on new significance, each contributing to the fullness of this moment. At this stage, your fierce protector often recedes, not to abandon you, but because you've stepped into your true self, like a mentor who has guided you through every test. This presence, trust that you'll apply the lessons written into the fabric of your being. Still, the Godian force remains within reach, ready to intervene whenever you need additional support. Reaching this new reality can stir feelings of both exhilaration and duty. Realizing your destiny isn't a finish line, it's a promise to live by the insights you've gained. People who once dismissed your potential may now turn to you for inspiration. By walking your path with integrity, you demonstrate what's possible when you surrender to a higher calling and allow an unseen yet powerful protective force to guide you. A natural evolution is to become a protector yourself. Having traversed this journey, you know the weight and wonder of growing into your purpose. Offer encouragement, share lessons, or simply be a reassuring presence for those still searching for direction. You're not a savior. Rather, you extend the compassion once shown to you. Your example lights the way for others who sense their own prophecy, but lack the bravery or clarity to act on it. In the grand tapestry of existence, your story interweaves with many others, each strand contributing to humanity's collective evolution. Fulfilling your prophecy is a vital thread in this cosmic design, proving that life's challenges can be guides, not barriers, for those who dare to believe. Carry this truth forward. The prophecy is real, the fierce protector is real, and your destiny outshines anything you could have imagined. All it requires is a courage to answer the call from within and the faith to let your guardian's unseen hand lead you toward the future you were meant to claim.